Yo, what up, world? It's the one and only Mr. No Heart coming to the Different Perspective podcast. And I'm joined here
Ooh.
today by my two favorite people. I want y'all to give it up for the Haitian sensation herself, Queen Sheba, Queen of
Ooh, not the
all Zamunda.
queen. What you
Give
say?
it up, give it up for Miss Triple A, y'all. Give it up for
Hey guys, it's good to be here. It's good to be back. Happy Black History Month, everybody. And I want
yeah,
to
happy
say to
Black
my
History
two
Month.
wonderful black men that is on this cast, I celebrate you guys. And I see what you
Yeah,
guys are doing. And I appreciate you for who you are and what you do.
Come on,
yeah,
come on, come on. All
yeah.
right,
Y'all,
all right,
round,
Hey,
all
hey,
right.
don't do too
Hey,
much. Don't do too much.
hey, hey.
round of applause for that. And
So
listen,
what?
it wouldn't be a different perspective podcast if I didn't have the, and when I say the, I mean the one and only strongest musician
Um,
you know.
this-
Give it up for my boy Be the Bell. Give it up for him. Give it up for
I'm
him.
hey,
biting my tongue. I ain't gonna
what's
say
going
nothing.
on? Always, you was just
I
giving up
just
the
said
black.
I
You
said
was
I was
just
not
two
gonna say
seconds.
nothing.
2 seconds. See how I go, people. See how I go. I ain't even get 2 seconds in my intro, and then you know who coming? Who coming? Who coming? Hey, you guessed it. But hey, once again, happy to be here. Hopefully, y'all having a good day, good month, good year. Like I said, it's Black History Month. So hey, glad to be here with y'all once again.
Oh man, listen, as the month winds down, you
Quick,
know,
boy.
yeah,
Blinking,
Snooze and
real,
lose.
boy.
it was yeah, it's at the end of the month already, man. It's at the
All
end
right.
of the month, and
Mhm.
I know we off camera touched on the lack of Black History Monthness. I don't
All
know if
right.
that's how you say it, but uh I know I haven't. I've been talking to other people. I know I haven't seen anything like nothing, no commercials, no nada.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You ain't saying none of that. Like the day of
Out of
people
there.
having put on a show where they have to, act like they like it. It's
It's
over.
out there. It's out of
Yeah. So the people that you gonna find that with or promoting that are gonna be us. You're gonna have to go where we at to get that. You ain't gonna find it on mainstream. And then if you do find something on mainstream, it's a quick shot of Martin Luther King or a quick shot here and to be done with it. So
But
you know,
even with us, are we really celebrating us? Let's be
now I
for
feel
real.
no, I mean I feel like we celebrate us, but you know we we ain't on the mainstream, and where our attention is where it goes. It's like because I see people on TikTok that are showing facts or that are celebrating, but that's not on your everyday. That's not what you see
Mm-mm.
constantly. So I feel like there are people celebrating. It's just you know you looking for, like you saying, you looking for everybody to do it, but we still a small group of people when the mainstream is controlled by somebody else.
Uh-huh. But we're the main consumers. That's crazy.
That might be the case, but we don't own nothing. So you know,
That's crazy. That's
but
crazy. That's crazy.
that's a.
Let me see what happens in Latin Heritage Month when that rolls around. I want to see what happens.
I feel like it's the same because I mean, just thinking about, I haven't seen anything. I mean, I don't remember seeing stuff with Latin Heritage Month.
You do. But I
I
don't know about
mean,
now.
yeah, oh, that's right.
Um, I don't know about now, but
Yeah. But yeah, man, we celebrating. It's people out there putting on for us, and not for nothing. I know everybody went to church on Sunday had a Black History Month program. So if we ain't celebrate, at least them babies got speeches and everything like that. So it's people getting celebrated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, question for both of y'all before I go on. Do y'all feel like the energy has shifted from celebrating Black History Month to put more energy into Juneteenth? Like, do y'all feel like that was the shift in
No,
oh,
no,
Nah.
because they're trying to get rid of that too.
Oh yeah. Some shoot. Iowa
A
already
lot of
got rid. They
states
they
that has
voted them.
already put
Yeah.
it on the books to get rid of Juneteenth and put it back to Columbus Day.
dude say I'm not voting. I put Columbus Day back on there because I'm not wanting a federal holiday for something people didn't even know existed 5 years ago. And I'm like,
Yep,
what? Like,
that's
well,
what he
damn.
said.
And it's like, not the fact that regardless of when people found out. I mean, we probably would have found out a long time ago had y'all told us.
Had y'all not
Yeah,
try to
right,
bury it,
right. So
but
us not
okay.
us not knowing is not our fault. But hey, it's. I feel like I feel like more people do celebrate Juneteenth though.
I
Than you
disagree
know.
with you about us not knowing it's not our fault.
Nah, like you know what I'm saying. Like it's all of us not knowing what all of us knowing what Juneteenth is now for the short period of time that we knew about it. Like it's I feel like I wouldn't blame that on us because that's not something we even talked about in Black history. Like
I
that's not
still,
even yeah. Like as a
I
kid,
disagree.
I knew about Martin Luther King. Kid, I knew about all of that. But
Of
they ain't
course,
say it was a
but
whole day that
it's
niggas really got you know right free. Like they ain't never say
so.
nothing like that.
So this is why I'm saying that I disagree with you. It is our responsibility to know our history, not somebody else's responsibility to teach us about our history. So what I'm saying is, if the generations before would have carried on the tradition and pass it down and tell us that, hey, on June 18th, 18 this and this is what happened, and we passed it on. There is no reason why Black people didn't know about Juneteenth, because that was when stuff happened.
Nah,
Nah, you disagree?
I do because like because the thing is like you can only pass down so much before it's lost. Like Independence Day, July 4th, no parent has to pass that down, right? That's mainstream every holiday, everything. Like Independence Day, they celebrate that. Nobody has to pass that down. No child from generation has to be told about that because you learn about that, right? We don't have that same luxury. So if only a select handful of people knew, by the time it gets to my grandparents or my mom and them, it's like, yeah, they might have heard of it, but they don't know enough about it to be like, this is what we celebrate because they celebrate July 4th because it's not something that we were taught about. Like had they been celebrating from 19 each one, and when they go over Black History Month, they say, okay, this is that each year. So we celebrate it, even if it's not a federal holiday, but we still celebrated it on our own. Then it would have been easier to say, hey, look, we knew about that. But like I said, from him, when he said people only knew about it 5 years ago, he telling the truth. It's
He
like
is.
a lot of people, and it's like, and it's not, I can't blame us for that. Like, because that's something they really didn't want us to know. Because when they said independence, they led with July 4th. That's what they led with. And with us being Americans, they included us without including us. Like they included us without telling us we included. It's like, yeah, we talking about Americans, but really, bitch, we talking about us. Y'all, we don't want you to know. So yeah, I ain't gonna
Mm,
blame us. I can't blame us for that because
I'm,
some
mm,
yeah.
I think we hold some type of responsibility when it comes to that. We
So
are supposed to teach, like I, I live here in America. Yes, we celebrate all the American holidays, but it is my responsibility to teach my kids about my Haitian culture and our Haitian holidays and our that's my responsibility. If I drop the ball and my kids don't know about where they come from, that falls on me. That don't fall on nobody else. It falls on me.
I get that because you're not in the country where you're talking about. We talking about history being right here with us. Like it can't be like I forgot my heritage because you coming from a different place, so you don't want to come there. It's right here. So when they made it, I feel like when they made it history books, like they left us out on purpose and stuff. We just
There's a lot of stuff they left out on purpose. That doesn't mean we don't know about it.
right. But I'm saying like to be celebrated on a national level, we didn't have the I feel like we didn't have the ability to do that So
despite having
only
the ability, we were
it's
supposed to know.
man,
Period.
that's
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 how I
like
feel personally. In spite of
I get
having
it.
the ability to be celebrated on a global or a national level, it was still our responsibility as Black people to know our history, period. Because nobody's going to teach it to you.
I hear what you're saying.
We could agree to disagree.
I ain't blaming us for
We
as
could,
much stuff
I
for
said
as much stuff.
we have to hold some type of
Nah,
responsibility.
we ain't.
Agree
I'm
to
what
disagree.
we. I'm not holding no responsibility for people that
So
don't
you
like
are
us
hold you
holding.
you're telling people, other people, they're accountable to teaching you about your history.
No, I'm not saying they're accountable for teaching me about my history. They're accountable for me not knowing and them hiding my history. They didn't hide their history, so it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be a select few people knowing about it to pass it down. It was everywhere. It was all over the place. We didn't have that
So,
luxury to blast all over the place. We don't got that luxury. We didn't control no media stations. We didn't control. We might. We don't. We
but
might
we
have.
controlled our communities
I
and our
get what you're saying.
churches
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
and our
saying.
social clubs.
I get what you're saying, but that is not enough when you have stores blasting Independence Day. You have commercials, you got full-on companies putting on big gigantic shows, and you get people start celebrating July 4th before it's happening. Even if you never knew about July 4th, there's going to be a time where you see a commercial about it. If nobody ever taught you, if you never met your parents, if you never met any, if you were dropped here at 21 years old, you never know nothing or any age, after the year, you're gonna know what July 4th was. At any point in time after that, you would know what it is. That's not the same for us. And I'm not blaming us for that.
So
Nah.
you're not blaming you're not blaming us for not trying to know our history.
I'm f-
Where are we?
I'm not blaming
Okay,
I'm
so
not
where does the accountability to Black people, to ourselves, come in?
5 years ago when it became a federal holiday. Anything prior to that, I'm not blaming us for
But
that.
somebody had to go and find out this information to advocate for it to be a federal holiday. But
Right.
if people were more persistent in wanting to know their culture and history, then it would have happened prior to 5 years ago. That's what I'm saying. That's where the responsibility within ourselves come, is the fact that we didn't know and somebody at random had to find out and say, oh, okay, well, this is important, we should put it in books. The reason that they could now feel like they could take it away is because we don't find it important enough.
You think that's our fault that we just found
What
about
are
it?
we doing? The
Oh
question becomes, what are we
man,
doing about it? Absolutely nothing.
we gonna disagree. We
We
gonna
gonna
disagree
disagree.
because every year since it became a federal holiday, we've been stepping on that holiday. We don't work on that holiday. We don't ask us to do nothing on that holiday. Like we barbecuing and we celebrating us on that holiday. Prior to that, we didn't
Five
have
years ago.
that. Prior to we didn't have that luxury. So for the select few people that knew, could they have passed it on? Yes, but you think, hey, remember Juneteenth? We should all celebrate. You outside of your family. How far do you think that's gonna go? To
I
your
could
okay, to your neighbors. How far do you think that's gonna
I
go?
couldn't tell you, but I think that we hold some type of responsibility of knowing our
Right.
own culture.
Now we
Period.
do. Now we do. Now,
Oh, now
since
so
now,
now you have the
yes,
responsibility of knowing, but you didn't have before.
just I'm saying just on Juneteenth. Like I'm saying now you can't be like now I feel like you can't say we didn't know because it was made a federal holiday for everybody to know. Stores start putting stuff up. People start saying, "Hey, get ready for Juneteenth." People start asking you what you doing for that specific holiday for us. That's what I'm saying. Prior to that, we didn't have that luxury, but a select few people that fought for us now we do. So I'm not blaming I'm not blaming all of us for not knowing that holiday specifically, not our history, but that holiday specifically was for us, and we didn't celebrate it as much as we
But that
should.
is our history. That
But
would be
you're
African
right.
American history.
But I'm
That
just
is a
saying
big
that
part. Without that, then there wouldn't be any African American history if we didn't have that.
I get you were right. You're right. But in the time frame after that happened, how many people how did you know about it? When did you learn about it?
What, Juneteenth?
Right. When did you learn about it?
You really don't know when I learned
No.
about it?
Yeah. When did you learn about it?
To be honest with you, Juneteenth is in the Haitian history books.
But I'm saying, okay, well, for us, it ain't in our history books. And if it
That's what I'm
is,
saying. Like, but who's responsible to learn their history? Is it other people
oh,
that's supposed to
here we go.
teach
Yeah,
it to
okay,
you?
okay,
Or
okay,
is it
boom,
you that's
right?
supposed to know
Okay,
it?
okay, perfect, right? If you give me a history book, right, and I read it, and then you ask me a question that's not in the history book, how you gonna blame me for something not knowing that's not in the history book?
But that's not what I'm asking you. In this day and age where we have all the resources at our fingertips, and we've had that for a very long time, how is it not
I,
important to us to
I
dig for
don't,
our history?
I
Now that
don't,
they're taking it away from all these places that we could go looking for it, they have done took it out. Now, how are you supposed to know about it now?
um,
Um,
I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying we shouldn't like learn about it. I, we just gonna disagree because like I don't.
Yeah, and I think that it's our responsibility to know our history. It's not other people's responsibility to teach it to us. It's our responsibility to learn it for ourselves
Right.
and know
But
it for
that's
ourselves.
that's like me asking you about a specific date in Haitian history that you never learned about. And then it's being mad at you or saying that's
I'm
your
not
responsibility.
mad.
No, no, I'm not saying being mad, but I'm saying expecting you to go do your research on one, you don't know what you're looking for. Two, you never knew about the date. Three, how that's like finding a needle in a haystack and you're saying I'm supposed to find it. How am I supposed to find it prior to that if I was never told about it? But 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of black folks didn't know what Juneteenth was. So how is it their responsibility to find
We're going to
out?
agree to disagree.
They, I, I'm not
I
blaming. I'm
said,
not blaming us for that.
we're agreeing to
Yeah,
disagree.
for
That's what
sure,
we're going to do.
for sure.
Agree to disagree. Because I feel like accountability need to be taken by us as
What?
Black people.
What?
And yes, because my thing is that they're never going to willingly teach it to you. So it is your job to go learn it for yourself. If it's not in the books, it's your job to go learn it for. If it's not in the history books that they're teaching our children, it is our job to learn it for ourselves and teach our children about their history. And if
That
not, it's gonna get lost, like it has been lost with our generation, and keep getting lost as we
right,
move forward.
right. But that is only relevant on topics that we know about. If
Okay.
I can't go do research on a topic I'm not familiar with that I don't even know the topic that I'm supposed to be searching.
Somebody had to do research to figure it out.
Right, but that's I understand what you're saying, but it is not a topic that is so readily available that the masses should know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That
not talking
is not
about asses. I'm talking about you.
but I'm saying black folks. I'm part of the black folks. That is not a topic that is readily available. That, like I said, everybody should know. That's not like saying, okay, hey, who was Martin Luther King? Right? Everybody should know that is. Now, if you choose to do more research and dive deeper on who he was and what he stood for, yes, you should do that. Right? You should know your history, but that's on the topic that you're aware of that you know about. I can't tell you that that you at fault for not knowing about a topic that you weren't even aware existed in the first place.
I said we're agreeing to disagree.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm gonna say. Because I don't think it's just need to be the federal holidays where we get days off that we should know about. There's other monumental days or holidays in Black history that Black people need to know about.
Well,
Period.
boom. Like, okay. Well, I mean, maybe do a little quick Google search throughout the show. Throw one out because I'm pretty sure if you throw a date that I'm not familiar with, you're gonna say I should have knew that.
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. The date that wasn't available. Yes, we should know our history, but if that wasn't available, I can't be expected to know that until it becomes available, and then I could do more research on that, so I'm caught up to speed.
Agreeing to disagree.
Right.
Agreeing to disagree.
Can I chime in?
Please,
Time,
man. Well, yeah, well, like you just, I mean, I know you listening, but hey, throw a little cough in there,
moderator, time.
a little
I'm
hay or
a.
something.
I think this probably. I'm like this probably gonna be rare for the pod, but I have to agree with Be the Bear. Cause I'll say this. I heard about Juneteenth, but it was literally like something in Texas. So every time I ever heard about it, it was like, oh, that's Independence Day for the black people in Texas. So over here, it's like, oh, okay, well, they ain't gonna do with us. Not knowing that each state literally has their own
Their own.
Independence
Their own.
Day.
Correct.
So that's
Correct.
something I learned. I'm not even gonna lie. Not gonna lie to you.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Florida has their own. I think ours is like in May. Florida has their own
May
like Independence Day
20th.
in May. Yeah, so everybody has their own, but we just use
What?
yeah. So
Okay, so
we
there's emancipation days are March 22nd, April 16th, May 20th, July 3rd, and November 1st, in addition to Juneteenth.
we just use Juneteenth as like the national like the encompasses
Because they were
everybody.
the first
Yeah,
to
that
know.
was the actual date, but we didn't know until May of the following
Because
year.
somebody had to
So
walk
yeah,
to come tell
so
us.
Mm,
that's the and I agree, bro. Like this Juneteenth was never mentioned when I was in school. Like I've never heard of
But
that
it would
word.
never be mentioned. It would never be mentioned.
So
Never.
in his defense, if it's never mentioned, how can we be like, oh yeah, I knew about it, or I'm supposed to, I guess, embrace research something I've like you said I've never heard of it. So it's like I think everybody embraced Juneteenth after the George Floyd situation, after the Black Lives. Everybody was like, you know what? Let me go. I really see. I think our generation was like, okay, I really see how America feels about us. So you know what? Let's go and veer off and do our own thing. And I think that's when we started. Because even me, I did my research to see what Juneteenth was. That's how I found out about the states having their own Independence Day and the Negro national flag and thing. All that stuff is
Mhm.
stuff I found out after I guess embracing what Juneteenth was. So it's just like to me, I don't have no business say problem saying it. I don't celebrate July 4th. I'd be like, you know what? That ain't for me. Now, if I'm gonna watch some fireworks, I go watch some fireworks. But you ain't gonna catch me in no red, white, and blue because it ain't got nothing to do with me. And the fact that people like to say, "Oh well, it's America." Okay, America was independent, but y'all had a group of people called the Negroes that were still enslaved. So where was our freedom?
Mhm.
right, right,
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that they're never going to teach us our history. Never.
right,
It is our responsibility with everything that is at our disposal now for us to learn about our history and teach it to the next generation that's going to go forth so they could teach it so that way it doesn't get lost, because once you start not teaching or the next generation don't know, it's going to be lost, just like Juneteenth got lost for as
right.
long as it was lost.
Well, it probably wasn't lost. Is they just
It
hid it.
it was lost. It was lost to us because we didn't know it until
Well,
somebody had to go and dig it up, found it, and brought it to us.
I mean, respectively, there were stuff going around the city, but like I say, when you just think these just some old school people celebrating, you're like, yeah, that ain't nothing to do with me. Like this some old, because they've been having Juneteenth celebrations in Gainesville for forever, but it was just like to us, it's just like, bro, what is that?
What is
Because
that? Right.
once again, as bro stated, we never heard about Juneteenth. Like you might have heard, oh June, you're like, yeah, what is that? But nobody ever explained to you what it was, so you just kept on pushing. And then you go throughout K through 12, all you hear about is the 28 days he give you. After that, back to status quo. So I get what he's saying, like, and I understand your perspective too as well, Miss Triple R. But it's like it's hard to be like I'm going to just randomly search up something. I don't even know what I'm just on needle in the haystack at this point. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just Black Holidays, and they probably gonna give you some Kool-Aid and watermelon day that somebody done made up as a troll. Like it's just hard to kind of look for something when you used to not having nothing. So it's just like, oh, we just used to not having nothing. Besides the 28 days we get.
Check your
29,
phone, Peter Bear. I just sent you something.
29 on a good year,
So
but
now you cannot say that you don't know about your holidays. All of them from January to December.
See, niggas always got to do the extra. Niggas always got to do
I
the
ain't gotta
extra.
be extra. I want you to
Yeah,
know.
nigga always got to
Don't
do
just
the
tell me
extra.
about Kwanzaa and Martin Luther King Day. You got a whole bunch of stuff in there. March coming up. There's a whole bunch of stuff in March.
See,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Who really be
yeah.
celebrating Kwanzaa though? I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Man, I knew two kids that celebrated it growing up in
Kwanzaa
school,
with all
and
the candles.
they lived in the same house. So,
They didn't
so
they didn't count.
hey, I'm saying they counted, but it wasn't separate individuals. I mean, same house. So, but hey, it's a lot. I mean, granted, the world a big place, man. So there's somebody out there doing something, you know. And remember, if you don't know what you're looking for, Miss Triple R gonna blame you because you should know what you're looking for, even
You
if you
should
don't know
know.
what you're looking for.
If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going.
Mm-mm-mm.
So it
Well,
is.
yeah.
It's our responsibility to learn about ourselves. Nobody's gonna teach it to you. Nobody's gonna advocate for you. You have to do that for yourself. Period.
All right now.
So
All
listen,
right.
y'all. If y'all ain't celebrate these past 25 days,
Mm-hmm.
hey
It's
June,
coming to a close.
hey
Y'all got
Juneteenth, make sure you turn all the way up.
all the way
Oh,
up. Take
for
off for
sure.
work. All that.
If you got to go to work, tell that man I ain't doing no work. I ain't even here today.
Ooh.
They
Yeah,
shouldn't
I'm.
even. They shouldn't even look at you do no work on Juneteenth. Like what? What?
You want me to do? Oh, you lucky I'm here.
Right.
Like,
Right. Like
say call.
what?
Like I feel a little sick. What you finna do today? It's a barbecue or something. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just ain't coming.
I'm not
Like,
coming.
hey, today I ain't even gonna lie to you. Any other time I'd have had a cough or something, but today, mm-mm.
What you mean? I said what I said. I ain't
Yeah, I
gonna be
understand.
there.
Yeah.
Said what I said.
But yeah, but as we continue our celebration of everything that's black and lovely, even to
Mm.
our brown people, we don't discriminate.
Mm.
Oh, the brown people, we love you too. Come on.
Yeah, we do not discriminate. I was doing some brainstorming today, and I know we talked about this previously, and we kind of briefly touched on it, but a lot of times, like I say, a lot of times we talked about standing on the shoulders of giants on the last episode, and I don't think we understand. And this goes back to really just teaching first and foremost ourselves, and then the next generation about. And please, I'm gonna have to brag how great these black people are, because
For
I
sure.
I did some research today, and this is like little research. This is like just surface level research on stuff
Hmm.
that black people have created.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm looking at everyday stuff that we use and don't even think about, and
With
I'm just
new
like,
eyes.
Man, listen, I got a list that I'm gonna go down later, but I was just wondering if y'all, had anybody off the top of your head that y'all just want to give, or bring to light, inventors or people from the past that y'all appreciate from our neck of the woods that you would just like to bring
Our neck
light
of the
to at the
woods.
moment. Black
What?
people, black people, black
Dumb it
people,
down for me just a little bit, cause
black
what?
people, black people, black
Oh,
people, black people, black people. I was.
cause y'all know African American history and my history are two different things.
I
That's
mean,
all. Like,
we all come from the motherland. We all the same
See?
people, so yeah. But if you want to shout out your people from your island, go ahead. You're more than welcome to. That's still Black history.
Mm-mm-mm.
What's the
what? What you say? For
what's the general
No,
name?
no.
I won't be disrespectful, but
who?
Hey, you
the guy
talking
that
talking to
the
the
guy
wrong individual.
that started the revolution in Haiti. I don't want
Oh,
to.
Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah, talk
Uh-oh.
about him for the people that don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a revolutionary. Listen, we didn't play with him. We didn't play with the French. And his mother was actually French. Toussaint Louverture was basically one of the most historical figures that we have in Haitian history. He was basically the one that led us to our independence. He was a captain, he was a general, and there are many other characters that play a part of, our independence, but he's one of the most well known. Him and Henri Christophe, Boukman, and Boukman was Jamaican actually. He was a Jamaican slave.
All right, shout out to
And
my people.
yeah, shout out to my Jamaican people. And the reason they call him Bookman is because he could read. It's actually Bookman.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he could read. So there was a lot of great Haitian figures that with Toussaint Louverture, he is actually captured and became imprisoned in France. And that's where he died. Yeah. But after our independence, but one thing that most people don't know, Haiti was the gateway to a lot of other Latin American cultures having their independence also. I mean, I'm talking about all across the Caribbean.
Come on now, shout out there.
Yep.
First to do
Yeah,
it, huh? First to
yeah.
do it.
Haiti set the
First to do it.
presidents to do it, man. They was the
Yep. And led
first.
way. And we also fought in the Louisiana Purchase. In Jacmel, Jacmel is a town, a coastal town in Haiti when you're heading north. There is a statue that is erected with the name of everybody that came over to Louisiana when they were doing the Louisiana Purchase. A lot of Haitians actually settled in Louisiana at that time. That's why a lot of their architecture is what they look like today, and their food is very heavily influenced by us. Even their Creole that they speak. And I
Come
do
on now.
understand it.
Come on now.
So, yeah, we influence a lot of things in America. Yeah, there's a lot of places in America that were actually founded by Haitian people that most people don't know about, including Chicago,
Come on
Illinois.
now. Everything. Well, okay,
It's
let's talk
actually
about it.
broken down to Illinois. It is black. Illinois.
Chicago?
Yeah, Illinois is actually translated to Illinois. It is black. That's the translation.
Nah, I gotta go.
I'm
I
Go,
gotta go.
go.
learning
There
something.
is
Learning
a
something.
See?
statue
Come
that is
on now.
erected in Illinois after the man who founded Illinois. But they said that whole section of the country was black people, including California, was black people.
Mm.
You got to know your history. You don't know where you come from. You don't know where you're going.
Hey, well, you know what? I gotta do a lot of research more because don't
Got
ask,
you.
you know what I mean? Cause I'll be the person that's like, hey, I don't know none of that.
Oh,
Hey, I'm
even
telling
in
you.
Savannah, we got a statue in Savannah. Yeah, they erected a statue for the Haitian freedom fighters that came to fight in Savannah, right there in the town square of Savannah. Yep.
Mm.
If you don't know,
Now you know.
now you know.
Check
Go look for it. In
it out.
Chicago, Illinois. If you did not know, Illinois is not a an Indian name. It is a French word. Illinois. It is black.
Yeah, all my people over there, cause it's black.
Just so
It's
you
black.
know,
Yeah, the one
y'all
that
was founded by Haitians.
I'm telling you.
Just so you know, if you didn't know. But they're not going to put that in the history books. They will never put that in the history books. Columbus found it. Just know.
You found everything, boy.
Everything.
Jeez.
Everything. Yeah.
Let him have
But
it.
when
No,
they say
that's
you stand on the back of strong people, your ancestors were strong. Those are the things that we need to tell our children. You know, and my kids know their history very well. They know that we defeated one of the best and the greatest army of all time with torches and sticks. We didn't have no guns, but we were innovators. We were innovators. The greatest army ever existed, which was the Napoleon Army. And we all read about him in school. He was just going around conquering stuff.
That shit was killing people, boy.
Just going around. And a little nation in the Caribbean defeated that army. So we are, I mean, and I'm not just talking about Haitian people, I'm just talking about Black people in general. When we put our mind to something and we unite, there is nothing that we cannot do. And that's the thing that is missing now, is the unity in our culture and in our nation, is that we are no longer united. We are pitched against each other, and we rather fight each other than come together and make ourselves and our communities great. We all want to live with the Joneses sometimes, and we look down upon people. And sometimes that's the issue that we have. Want to look down on others.
We working on it. We working on it.
Oh, I didn't say we're
It's,
not.
we working
We
on it.
all have those moments.
Oh my Jesus! Shout out to Haiti. Shout out to the Haitians. You know, with the finger taps, the finger taps.
Yes,
Shout out. Nah, but like I said, I'm learning right now. So
you have to.
you know,
You have to.
Hey,
hey.
my boy, you got anybody that tickle your fancy?
You know
Oh,
what?
not you got a list.
You know what? Nah, I ain't got no. I mean, I don't got no. I mean, I don't got really no. Like, I couldn't start pointing out names, like in general, but like, like if you read off the list, I can be like, shout out, Lonnie Johnson, the dude create the Super Soaker, stuff like that.
Not the super soaker.
Hey, change my childhood. You had status depending on how big the Super Soaker was. So
Fact, 'cause you had that big
yeah,
boy.
hey,
Oh
the
yeah.
the one that had the purple holder, not none of that green or blue
Uh,
small one. The one you had to hold with two hands that came with the strap. So nah, I just like I said, I got to do better with knowing a lot of these people by names and being able to talk to them. But
I can't remember
you
this fact, but we know that they always say Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, right?
right?
But it was actually a Black man who he Thomas Jefferson, not discrediting him, he invented capturing electricity and making light. But the light bulb itself was
Mm.
invented by a Black man.
Oh, we're gonna do something like that now. We're gonna create some stuff.
The
his
light bulb
name,
itself. Go
his
ahead. I know
his
you got it.
name, yeah, his name. I actually wrote it down earlier. His name is Louis Latimer.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep. He
Yeah.
actually engineered the light bulb that we're using today.
So
Everybody's using.
what he initially did was improve the light bulb with a carbon filament and assist and develop the telephone. So
Mhm.
two for one special right there.
Mhm.
So
See, we'll still be
And lighting candles.
see,
Still lighting candles. Look at you
still
looking
like
up at your light bulb like
I'm telling you, boy. I'm like, hey, shout
still be
out,
lighting candles.
shout out to him for real.
I had one little fact that I had that I thought that was very, very, very interesting. I can't find it. But
Mm-mm-mm.
it was a Black lady who actually invented the menstrual pad. And the companies liked the idea so much until they met her and they saw that she was Black. She
Yeah.
ended up having a patent but never made any money off her invention.
that sound about right.
I mean, and we all use,
For
all
sure.
women use some form of,
For sure.
but she
Yeah.
never ever, at back in the days, they used to tear some cloth and put it there. She actually, what's wrong with your face?
And hey,
You thank God that you're a man?
I mean, you're right. You're
But
right.
she crafted the menstrual pad. I can't remember her name. I gotta find her name. But
Mm-mm-mm.
we do the thing. They just don't give us no credit.
Just right. So we just got to take it because now we know who do it. Now with the internet and with the technology now, hey, like I say, you can search it up, you can find it. So
Well,
you can find it.
while we giving out quick history lessons, I'm gonna go ahead and just run down real quick a quick list that I found of just um black inventors and inventions that don't get the credit that they deserve, and we're gonna give these people their flowers, give them their due right
Yes,
here.
definitely.
So I'm gonna start off. Let's go real quick. Traffic signal and gas mask, made by Garrett Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, automatic elevator doors, Alexander Miles. Home security system, Marie Van Britton Brown.
Hey, shout out to her. Shout out to her. All
Uh,
right.
refrigeration units, Mr. Frederick Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Super Soaker, Mr. Lonnie G. Johnson. Personal computer, Mark Dean. Uh, improved iron board, Sarah Boone. Uh, voice over IP and text to donate, Mariah R. Crow. That's a lot of that's technology on the computer that a lot of people don't know that they actually use, but that's by a black woman. On the medical side, the first open heart surgery is performed by Dr. Daniel Hale Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Did that in 1983. Round of applause for that, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
biopsy gastroscope was performed by Dr. Leonidas Berry. He invented a specialized tool for inspecting the stomach in 1955. So all y'all
Oh,
BBL
he invented the
recipients out there,
EGD.
all y'all BBL recipients and mommy makeovers
He said,
and
no, 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 no. That's not what he invented.
I'm just
Stop it.
Hey.
saying he helped
He helped
from
do
what
what?
from what he did. They just
What
kind of
did he
branched
do?
off. He gave them the building block to go do all that good stuff.
EGD don't have nothing to do with mommy makeover. Stop it.
Hey man, listen, it's all one and the same. They just making their
No, it's
stomachs.
not.
They getting that lap band, all that good stuff. It's all the
Don't listen to him, y'all.
hey, I still love y'all. Listen, and of course you got George Washington Carver with the crop rotation and agriculture. He known for
Mhm.
discovering
Peanut
over
Man.
300 uses for peanuts and promoting sustainable farming. The dough kneader was invented by Judy W. Reed. So y'all people who like to do bacon and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
L.C. Bailey made the folding bed, the rotary lawnmower, John A. Burr, and the
Mm.
modern fire extinguisher was made by Thomas J. Marshall. So those are just a few of,
Come
common
on.
everyday items we use that our people made. So I mean,
Check us
listen,
out.
round of applause for our people, man, because they
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
some brilliant
We make life
individuals.
easier. We find a problem and we solve it.
Come
Listen,
on.
for
Come on now.
sure, for sure, for sure. Mr. Triple, I'll start with you. Is there anybody in modern day history, today's history, or you growing up that you seen that as a black woman you was like, yo, that's
Hmm.
and I ain't say idol, but somebody you was like, I wouldn't mind emulating growing up, or somebody you just want to give flowers to. Anybody, as a
Growing up, somebody that I looked up to.
well, currently,
Hmm. You know what? I do have somebody when growing it till this day. Um, her name, my name is Sheila. Her name is Sheila. Sheila. Okay. Her last name is Ali Steele. But she was one of those women that growing up in the Haitian community, the way her mannerisms, her ways, the way she talked to people, the way she was with people, I was like, man, this is like a woman of elegance, a woman who always held herself to a standard. And and it was somebody that I actually grew very close to, very, very close to. And even till this day, I call her mom till this day. Um, and her kids call me sister. And it is till this day, she's very elegant, even in her her 60s. She's very elegant. She carried herself well, and she could just care. It nothing rattled her. Like nothing ruffled her feathers. It doesn't matter what was going on. She's always that cool, calm, and collected, doing whatever that. And it may be chaotic, but I was always mesmerized and fascinated by the way she carried herself, and it's always a standard that I try to achieve, especially now that that I am an adult and I have children. So I don't know. Shout out to her. She's a beautiful spirit in and out, and I really do commend her for being that role model for me growing up. Until this day, I could call her at any time.
I'm gonna give it up for her, man. Give it up. Give it up.
Come on, come on. Shout out to the people.
Man, be the best. Be the best. Anybody that want to get their flowers to, or you just grew up idolizing or wanted to emulate as a young black man growing up or currently.
Well, I mean,
He got a feel.
I don't know. I mean, shout out to, the Barack Obama. Shout out, being
thought you was gonna
leading
say
the way. Shout out to bruh. Real leading the way, showing young people how to be a good dad, showing people how to be a stand up guy. Shout out to him.
Shout out to you.
No, but
I
like,
appreciate it.
I don't. Like I say, stuff like this. Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot because I don't.
Well, you should have known it was coming. You should have been thinking when I was talking.
Well, you know what though? I will say this. I mean, today I ain't saying I knew about her a long time ago or I just found about her today. I might have seen clips prior, but if y'all get a chance, Dr. Joy DeGury. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but DEGRUY. Well, Joy DEGRUY. That's her name. Leary. But nonetheless, she did 9 years ago. She did a excerpt on post traumatic slave like disorder. Right. It's like an hour and a half. But like, just listen to that. I learned so much about our mentality today on African how we think, how it's broken down, of how, just like say, our culture, how it stems from, slavery back in there. So shout out to her for doing the Lord's work, making people uncomfortable and the rooms that need to be uncomfortable.
What's her name again, bro? I want to make sure I watch that.
I'm gonna just spell it. Dr. JOY So I guess that's her.
DEGUREY.
No, just Y. DEGRUY.
GRUY. Okay.
Middle name Angela?
It don't show her middle name. So I don't know. But she's black lady. But like I said, she did a post-traumatic slave disorder. And I mean, like, the way she went from, okay, hey, we were slaves getting beat. Then you talk about going from slaves to how we went from slaves to that's it. From how we went from slaves to then how we went redline, and how each generation had to fight their own battles and how it affected us even right now. And even how it affected white people, like, so go shout out to her, because like I say, she making the uncomfortable shit relevant, because I was like, ooh,
this lady.
Yes, that lady. But she did an excerpt like 9 years ago. So she had hair 9 years ago. But
what I saw, she had no.
Go watch it. It's about an hour or so. I watched it today while I was at work, and boy,
not on the people time,
man,
because it's Black History
Month. Hey. I'm telling you, boy, but
not just telling on yourself.
I'm saying, I mean, where there's downtime, I could be scrolling. At least I was listening to something that,
he was doing something productive.
Hey, feed my mind, right? Feed my mind.
Psychologist.
And I can see why, boy. Shout out to her. So that's gonna be my
Yeah, make sure I check that out, man.
Me too. Put it on
And
my to do.
I'm telling you,
PTSS,
and
post
I'm telling
traumatic
you,
slave syndrome.
I will say some of the shit she say had me hot. Not with us, but boy,
Do
oh boy, I
I
had.
might need to listen to it. I don't know if I have post traumatic slave syndrome.
I'm talking about just from the way she was saying how they did us and the reason I
But
was
I can't.
I
I
was
won't be able to
in.
relate. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of
Wait, but
things that
you will like the way she breaks it down. You'll understand.
not that I
Like
don't understand.
no, I'm saying, but you'll see how even today how the mentality of some of the things we did having to be like, for instance, like she said we have a this thing where they called it a disorder for always having to be tough or always feeling like, hey, you always got to get away from something. And she said that's not something that everyone's born with. That's passed down. Like the slavery happened, then this happened, then this happened, and then this happened. And
So
so
that fear is that hyper alertness is in you, is
right, and it
embedded.
might, and the thing is, it might not be something, and it might. She was saying like trauma happens directly and indirectly. And the way she
Correct.
brought it home, she said that people 9/11. She broke it down like this. She said 9/11. She said people that were in 9/11, right? People that were in 9/11. Some people had videos watching people fall to their death, had no emotion, right? Some people seen that video. Some people seen that video in a different country. Now they don't fly on planes. They going to see a therapist every year just from that video. But she's saying how things can affect just because you weren't in that trauma, you can still be affected from that trauma. And she, like I said, she connected the dots to show that even though we're not in that trauma no more, there are still things that show up in us that are
I
direct
could see that.
correlations from there. So go watch it. Like I said, you might
Where
have
did you
to.
watch it? What platform did you watch it on? YouTube?
Oh yeah, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube for sure. Yeah, YouTube.
Hey, you know what, bro? I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm just assuming, which based off what you're saying, like trauma being passed down. We all grew up knowing you could not drive with the inside car light on.
Right. And that was never a law.
That was never a law,
Right.
but it was something that was passed down from
Mhm.
the Jim Crow era
Ooh,
because if you was you couldn't ride through certain cities at night being black
Yeah.
because you was liable to get killed. But why is that passed down
mine's be
to?
on.
I'm saying, but
All right.
we grew up like
I'm
Yeah.
don't
saying.
drive with that light on.
Correct. Cut that light
Like,
off.
That's why I say there's
yeah,
certain things I won't be able to relate to. Like my kids be having it on all the time, especially if
Well,
they
that's
looking for something.
but that's now, right? That's now. We know now because it's not. But like
But I
then, my
never known
parents,
that. I never
right,
known that it was a thing not to drive with it on. Mine, like the kids need to look for something, they turn it on.
yeah,
right. But I
nah,
guess,
bro.
but I guess if you when you were a kid riding in the car, would you have the light on? Would somebody be like, "All right, nah, it's nighttime. Cut that light off." Okay. Well,
It
I
must be a
understand
Haitian
what you're
thing
talking
because
about.
my
Yeah.
my mom my mom as a Jamaican, she I got it from her, and she Jamaican British, so it was like she not from
Right.
here, and even she knew like, hey, turn that light off, like cut the light off,
Right.
like why is the light on?
Right.
So yeah,
Like yeah, and that speaks to it because like I said, now that we're talking about it, everything's starting to hit me more and more because she even said like there was a time where slavery they worked themselves to the bone, right, to the point where the
Mhm.
muscle actually fell off, not from being torn off, but just working hard. So
Aggra-
they worked themselves to death. And she was like, everybody knows this. When we talk to our kids, we tell our kids we got to work what,
Hard.
and what is usually twice as hard to
twice as
Yeah.
even
hard to get
get
half as less.
correct. And the crazy
Hmm.
part is, she said that she didn't have to. We never grew up in the same house, but all us know that same. All of us know that same saying. So it's
Hmm.
not just. It's not
Nothing
like
is being given to you. You got to work hard to
correct,
get it.
correct, and that comes from the slavery being worked to literal death, where they having to come out to the point where like, hey, look, if I got to work hard or I'm gonna die, it gets passed down to well, we really don't make no money, so now I got to work 24/7 just to get a quarter of what they get when they working 16. They working 8 hours. I got to work 16. Then it comes to us. what our parents tell us in school. Hey, don't bullshit in school. You ain't gonna get them same passes they gonna get you. The moment you cut up, they gonna kick you out of that school. You can't afford to nut up. So you
Yeah.
gotta work twice as hard to get half as less or just to get the same amount. So those type of things where it's like our our ancestors literally worked themselves to death. Our parents and grandparents worked themselves twice as hard to the bone. Now we still in that same rat race, not physically, but we still there mentally. And
Mm.
we were never in that trauma, right? That never was our trauma. So, like I said, please go look at it. Like I said, please go look at it. It's worth it. Like to the point where they didn't even want us in certain states. Even after we were free, they would beat us until you left. Like she was reading one law in Oregon and said, "Oh, even though you're free, you can't stay here. If you stay here after 30 days, we're gonna beat you 20 to 60 times, and every 6 months after that, we're gonna beat you 20 to 60 times until you leave. You free, but we still gonna beat your behind." Like, what?
That's
What?
crazy. The
What?
stuff that
Like so?
Africa, but but this is what I'm saying, that we as people don't teach our kids that part of history. We teach them the more, oh, we fought and we got free. But even after being free, there was still stuff going on. That, but those are the things that we don't teach our kids because we I don't know.
But we don't
I
know
don't know
that.
if it's,
I feel like it's not us we not teaching. It's like we don't know that because had I not like even right now, had I not stumbled across her video from an excerpt that was shown on YouTube, I would not have dug deeper to go find that whole video, and I wouldn't have known some of the stuff I know right now.
but I'm talking about even some of the stuff you like okay, let's say 40 years ago, there are things that your dad's dad would have said to him that you're not saying to your son.
Right. Probably not verbatim, but I'm probably saying something similar to what he was saying. Like I might not be saying, hey, I might not be saying, hey, watch out for them police because the dog they'll let you because they'll just slap you for no reason. But well shit, I'm still saying that. So, yeah, never mind.
Right.
Especially that
Right.
you
I'm never
live
mind.
Right.
in
I'm still
Right.
central North
I'm
Florida.
still saying that, Lord. But I'm saying, for instance, like I might not like okay, like boom, my dad or my grandparents like, hey, you ain't got to worry about don't walk at night because they might hang you for saying like I don't got to worry about that for
Nah,
saying
but it just got hung in Georgia. But you might want to
right.
rephrase that one
Well,
too.
And you live in
well,
central North
jeez,
Florida.
are we moving forward or we moving backwards? Oh my
Moving
Jesus,
backwards, my boy. We
guys.
moving backwards. Look like it.
Well, but hopefully, like I said, is it there are just things that we might not be saying the exact thing, but we might be saying words, but we saying the same thing. It might not be words, and the scenario might be different, but we're still saying the same thing. Like, still look after yourself, still watch your back, still
10
protect
and 2 when
yourself
you
because
pulled over. Put your hand on the dash.
right. Yeah, yes, sir. No, sir. Right. It's crazy that you even got to give that scenario when they're supposed to be helping us. Right. I feel like they should be like saying yes, sir, no, sir to us. Cause like we supposed to be able to come to them. Right. But but yeah, it's the cycle don't change. The arena just changes.
But how can we make, my question becomes, how can we make an impact and make this better? That's my question. Or is it always going to be the same?
We 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 don't have the ability to make the change that's needed to happen outside. And I don't mean like us standing together, rising, like because we could do that if we just thought about it. But like just like we don't have the ability to change at a higher level yet, like because they control everything. At the end of the day, control everything.
I
Like
came across this thing on Instagram in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Um, there was a group of black doctors, I think three doctors, who created the first African American No whites. They said blacks only. Hospital and clinic. I can't find it now. I think I saved it. Hold on. And because black people were being turned away from a Baptist hospital, like they would have to drive all the way to the panhandle to get to a hospital. And if you were black, you were turned away. They wouldn't take care of you. So black people was dying in their community. So they created the first African American, all black, no whites
Come
clinic.
on. Shout out to them.
And the governor's wife had appendicitis and died. And they said, well, you need to include everybody. You have to integrate. It was not
All
a
right.
problem until somebody higher up had a problem.
Oh, for sure. Like I
So
said,
you had to integrate. And when they said that they had to integrate, what they did is that they made it to a social club where the fee was $10 to join. Ironically, no white people were qualified as members.
horrible.
But
See? See? But,
but
but
guess
we,
what happened? They eventually burnt them down.
oh, of course. Of
They burnt
course.
them down and they forced them out. But it was and the community was prospering because of the fact that these were black people taking care of black people.
All right. I feel like as a black person, you should have a black doctor. Like you should have a black doctor. You should go like if you got a lawyer, you should have a black lawyer. If you got like
Sometimes
if
we're
you
not the
know
best people to advocate for us, right?
hey, if you got a black plumber, if you know a black plumber, get the black plumber. If you know a black hey, use them. And I don't mean like the ones that like, that you can't depend on, but you can find a dependable one and use them.
And you guys know how the ambulance system got created, right? Nope. Back
Mm-mm-mm.
in the day, if you had an emergency, the cops would put you in the back of the car and take you to the hospital. But they wouldn't do the same for black people.
See?
It
Come
was a
on.
group of black people who created the ambulance system. They did the first successful off-field intubation. They did the first successful off-field I can't remember. I gotta find it. I had this stuff and I can't remember where I put it. But they did a lot of things that modernized transporting patients from home to hospital, street to hospital to give them the emergency care that they needed. So we are innovators. That's the thing that I want us to know and teach our children. We are innovators. We are people who see a problem and solve the problem. We don't wait for other people to solve it for us. We see the problem in our community and we solve the problem. So the challenge becomes, what is the problem in our community today that we can impact and help solve?
I'm right about it.
That's our challenge.
Mm, we're
I
gonna
be
figure it out.
stroking.
Now you
Hey,
got to figure it
hey,
out. There's so
hey,
much going
hey,
on in
hey,
our community.
hey,
What you mean we got
hey,
to figure it
hey.
out?
I'm saying, I mean, but that's I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot you can be doing. What takes priority? Like, you know, and at the end of the day, what are you trying to accomplish? Like for what would you want to see for black people as a whole? Like what do you at the end of the day, what do you want to see happen?
But let's not talk about community as a whole. Let's talk about where you are right now.
What I'm saying, but where do you want to go?
But
Like just
my
to
thing is
be
that find a problem
we just
and
talking about
try
let's
to find a
just
solution. That's what I'm saying. In our community right now, where we live, what is the problem? What is the problem that we see, and how can we come together and solve it?
we got no money. Money
Everything
is
did
all
not require money, though.
every money will solve 95% of our problems. Period. Period. I feel like money will solve the re the reason we upset is because we stay in the places we stay in because we ain't got the money. Where because if we had the money, we wouldn't be in the places. We wouldn't be upset to go home. If we had the money, we would be in the places we wanted to be. If we had the money, we'd be doing the things we want to do. right? Money, like money, like, and you know what's crazy? I heard a dude say, right? If every black person was to get a life insurance policy worth $300 to $400,000, you will see the police brutality. You'll see the all of that drop down dramatically. You'll see people. You'll see people that's doing crimes go to, like, you'll see people doing the max where people won't even start to do that type of stuff to black folks. You know, because the insurance companies will pay out so much. We just ain't got no money. Like, if
But
everybody,
these
we just
people
ain't got
who
no
were
money.
innovators and had the intuitions to do stuff back in those days, they didn't have no money. They had an
Right, but
idea
that's
and they had purpose. They saw a problem, they want to fix it. So let's take money out of the equation.
but our problem resolves around money. That's our problem now, because we're in a time where most of the inventions have been made. Right now, it's about technology advances. Right, you're not worrying about creating the next light bulb or something that's in the function. You're not worrying about that. The next stuff is data, technology, AI, things of that nature. And how you gonna expect to do that if you ain't got no money? I feel like
I
now we're in a time where
Mr.
money
No
take
Heart, I
you
just sent you something in the group chat.
gotta have that money right now. I feel like money will. You ain't got the money. You ain't got the money to put the patents on the stuff you create, so you can't do it. You ain't got the money to put. You ain't got the money to buy the building so for the restaurant that you want. So what do? You can't do it, right? So it's like
Can you not do it though? You could start by
you
cooking dinners
can't.
at the house
You
and
can't. I'm
eventually
saying,
getting a food truck with the money that you made from the dinners at the house.
you
It
know how
just
difficult.
require
You know
you
how
to have a
difficult that
different
is.
strategy because the bank is not going to give you the money.
Correct. And my point is, if we didn't have to worry about the bank not giving us the money, where we can have the same playing field where we can
But
have
back in the
access
day,
to
the bank
capital.
didn't give us the money. They did not give us these things. So what are you talking about? It's the same
Right.
thing.
Right. It's not. But
It's
the same.
it is the same thing. Back in the day, they were not giving us no loans, and if they were giving us loans, it was at a higher percentage than everybody else. They're not gonna sponsor us. They're not gonna do these things. We had to do it for ourselves within our own community.
Right. But now
And then when they saw
so
that it was
okay. Okay.
prospering, then they
Okay.
came.
Right.
So what
So
are you
right
talking
now,
about?
right now, where for instance, the build in your own community. Let's say to put a store in your own community so that your community can thrive. Right. How much money do you think then to have that store that costs them in their community versus it is to get that store now in our community? Right. So you the same community then in the 1950s where they could all band together to get what $15,000 because you can get a two-story house for 6 grand. So I'm pretty sure you can get a storefront for 10. Right? How much would it cost to band together then versus that same storefront now costing 300,000, 400,000, $500,000?
But back in the day, though, those okay, let's say, but when you were growing up, where was the local storehouse? In somebody's house,
But that's
where you could have just go across the street to Miss So and So and get you your pickle egg, your hot
right.
sausage, your
But
your your
but
your
the candy lady,
pickles, your honey
right.
bun,
But
your freeze truck.
the candy lady is not making no real money. The
But
candy
my
lady
thing is that
making
it was a stream. What I'm saying is it was a stream of income. But now we have everything at our hands and our disposal where we can charge whatever we want for whatever the plate is that we're selling. People start restaurants in their own kitchen and eventually build up to buying this food truck or then getting this building to make, but you have to
uh
start somewhere. But
I
if you're
get
just
that.
looking at, okay, well, I need $300,000, I'm not gonna do it. Are you ever gonna do it?
Right. But
Get
I
out of
get
that
that.
mindset.
I'm just right. But I'm saying I understand that mindset is starting small and working your way up. But you saying that while people also got lives. How do you say just start small, selling plates out your house when you got 2 kids? Now you got rent to pay. You got to go to work. You got to go to work. Right? People got lives that are happening right now
Be
that
the bear. Peter
You
Bear.
you just can't be like sell plates at your house. How you gonna
It's
sell
like
plates at
you
your
going back to saying that it's somebody else's responsibility to teach you how to go home and
I'm not saying that it's anybody's responsibility. It's your responsibility to pull yourself out of your bootstrap. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm just saying the mud is thicker now because everything is more expensive, right?
the mud was always thicker for us because everything was
I
always more expensive for us because we never made as much as everybody else. It's always going to be thicker.
I I get that. I get
It's
that.
never going to thin out. It's never
I'm
going to
not.
level out. It's never going to do that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. For instance, this is my scenario. My just to put in perspective what I'm saying. Right, that's like me saying that's like my father getting mad at me for not owning a house at 35, like he did when his house at 35 was only $25,000, and my house at 35 is $350,000.
But that's
That's
not what
that's
I'm saying. But
but
you at 35 is making more than your dad was making when he was earning $3.
Right, but the thing is, but the difference is not him making $3 or whatever he was making to afford a house that was $25,000. It is not the same because the things are different. Like
It's
that's
always
all
be
I'm saying.
whatever the generation is. In 20 years from now, that same house that's $300,000 is going to be $600,000. So you're
Right?
going to tell me that the goal is not obtainable because the price has raised?
No, I'm not saying
Come
that the
on
goal
now,
has not.
nah, don't do that. Don't do that to me.
I'm not saying the goal is not obtainable, but I'm not saying the goal is not obtainable. I'm not gonna say the goal is as easy as it once was.
I'm not saying that it's easy,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying the goal is significantly harder now to reach. It is harder to get that $600,000 house than it was when it was twenty five
but
thousand.
your dad was making 10,000, where now you're making
It,
80, or you're
it
making 90 or 100.
right, and gas was also 10 cent, and eggs were also a
But
penny.
your dad
So
was just making 10
I
a year.
this is what I'm saying. Him making 10,000. Regard. I don't for one. I don't think in the 60s they making $10,000 a year. Like it would be the equivalent of them making maybe $30,000 a year, right? Or maybe for. I'm just saying that things are more expensive now, so it's harder to do. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? But it was easier for my father's generation to save enough money to go buy a stove. It was easier for them to get the store in their neighborhood than it is for me to go get the store around the corner from my house. You don't think it's easier for them to get the store in their neighborhood than me to get the store that they next to CVS now? Like if it's an empty spot in CVS, you think it's things are more expensive. It's not impossible. It's just harder to do now. Yes, we make more money, but it is not the equivalent to paying what they paid to do what they did or what they were able to do, right? It's not the equivalent. We make more money, yes, but the pay gap, the difference in what it was is
But
not.
Brandon, what I'm
I,
saying, that there was always a pay gap. That
I
I remember coming here in the 90s. My father was making $3.25. $3.25
I
an
get I,
hour.
I get what you're saying. Like I,
There was
I
always a gap. What I'm saying is that there was always a gap. It's up to you as a person to see where you want to be and how it is that you're going to get there. Now, my father don't have to work for nobody. He's been retired since he was 55 years old. Now, saying that we
different
didn't
time
have to
frames.
struggle,
Different time frame.
what you mean?
It's a different time frame. You better individual coming from out of the country, right, can have the same level of luck making $7 now, right? Because you only making $7 now. He might have made 350 then, but now he's only making $7 and now can still get the same luxuries of what your father did then right now, only making minimum wage 750 or even $8 or even $10.
But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. My father started out as a dishwasher, And we came here. My father was a dishwasher. He carried 3 jobs with a family of 5. And I saw my dad through grit, hard work, and being told no many times. He ended up working for the city as a landscaper. And my father did not read nor write English. Those applications came home, we had to fill them out. Barely knowing English ourselves. What I'm saying is that what is missing is the grit and the grind from our people, where we feel, I think right now we feel like things have to be given to us more than us working hard to get there. It's not going to be easy. It took my father at least 20 years to get to the point in the city where he was making $15 an hour, where the people that were other races and other colors were making $25-$30 an hour. But it took him, my father, when he retired from the city, he was only making $15 an hour. But it took him working the city job and working his 2 other jobs to get to where he's going. What I'm saying is that you cannot just stop when somebody tell you no. If you want to obtain the restaurant, you better start cooking them dinners at your house, selling them plates, and stacking up your paper to eventually getting you a food truck, parking on whatever, working long nights, waking up early, whatever you need to do.
Man, I hear what you're saying,
Just
and
because
you're
you work
right.
in a bank,
I'm not
Brandon,
I'm
you
not
work
saying
at the bank and you can
I'm not even, but
typing
I'm
them
not
keys,
saying
don't mean, come on now, don't
this.
do that to me.
I'm not saying people don't have to have
Don't
grit
do that.
and muscle. See, I think you're saying that that I'm saying people get to be lazy. I'm not saying people got to work hard. Yes, if you want something, you got to work for it. Yes, you might have to work 2 and 3 jobs for it. What I'm saying is, right, and while you're working 2 and 3 jobs, things are more expensive now. So now that you're working 2 and 3 jobs, your rent, your light bill, all those things are now so expensive that you think you can get a break to buy a $500,000 restaurant now. Whereas when the 60s, even if I had to work 3 jobs, that building across the street was only 8 grand. So if I work 3 jobs, the first job is gonna feed my family because eggs a penny. The first job gonna feed my family because whatever. The second job is what I can save money, right? That's what
Really?
I'm saying.
That's what
It
you
might, and the thing, it might not have been like that in the 90s to that certain
think?
extent, but I'm
Okay.
saying that in the 60s, it was like that, right? It was like that. Things were
Like
dirt
that
cheap. You
for
could get for I'm I'm just saying that it might have been hard, and I'm not saying that it's not hard. Everybody had to work to get what they wanted. I'm just saying that the cost plays a part. You can't sit there and say just because your dad worked 3 jobs and just we put a house on the family, right? When he put food on that table, he probably could have fed all y'all for less than $1. Cause wings, turkey legs, I mean drumsticks were probably 30 cents a pound. Rice was probably 15 cents, or maybe less. I'm not even in the 90s. Let's say $5, because I ain't gonna say it was that cheap. But I'm saying he could have fed y'all really cheaply. Versus today, if he were to do that same thing today,
okay, Brandon.
them 3 jobs, he would have to work
We're
5 jobs.
gonna agree to disagree because I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Hey, numbers don't lie. You can feel how you like. I get what you're saying. People, you got to work hard. There is never gonna be. If you want it bad enough, you will get it. I will say that if you want it bad enough, you
But what
will
you're
get
saying
it.
is that even though you work hard enough, you're not gonna obtain it because
No,
things are
I'm
more
not saying
expensive.
that. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're gonna have to work harder because things cost more. I'm not
We
saying you can't
always
get
had to
it.
work harder, Brandon. You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh my. I get that. Right.
Let's
This what I'm.
agree.
No.
Mr.
Just
No
no.
Harm,
Hold
what's
on.
the next
Hold
topic?
on.
Because
Hold
we're
on.
not gonna agree.
So you saying
Things were always
the
hard.
same amount of work that my dad would have to do and I would have to do would be the exact same for him to afford in a house as 50,000 and me to afford
But
that
the work
same
that
house
you
as
have to,
30.
the work that you're doing now, and the work that your father had to do, you have an easier time at your job than your father did.
I
So
under
okay, let's be for real.
you're
You're not
saying
gonna go wash no dishes.
you're saying because he has a more physical job that that of that
You
that he had to work harder. Just because just because you had to physically work harder doesn't mean that I don't have to work harder to obtain, because my money doesn't stretch as far as your money. So
I'm
you might
not
have to,
saying that you don't have to work harder to obtain. That's not what I'm saying.
but
I'm
that's
saying that the physical and mental strain that they have that we don't have now, because we are.
it's different. It's different. They had physical strain. They had to work through the muscle. Our strain is not the same. Our strain comes from not being 35 and not being able to afford that same house that my parents filed because it's now $500,000. Our strain becomes is having to choose whether if I'm gonna buy food or not because my rent is $2,000. That's where our strain comes from. Our strain is different. They had a physical strain because they were pulling up out of bootstraps. The boots are on. We running now. Now our strain is financial. Everything's expensive. We can't afford it, and we playing catch up. Yes, we making more money, but
We've
that's just that.
always played catch up.
I get, like she said, it. What? Okay,
Hmm.
okay,
You're
okay.
not gonna convince me.
I'm not here to convince you or
I'm
persuade you.
glad
I'm
because
just
you're
saying
not.
that I'm
Yes, things
just
are more expensive, but things were always more expensive for us. Yes,
no
yeah,
man,
yes, they were always more.
man.
Okay, so
I'm not
the
even finna
playing
do
field was
that.
always
I'm
level.
not. I'm not saying the playing field is level. The playing field is never level for us. We
Oh,
know
okay,
we got to work
okay.
harder. We know we got to work harder. But what's our struggle right now? That we can't afford to do it. That's our struggle right now. We physically we can't afford to do the things our parents did. That's our struggle. That's how I know it's our struggle. Our parents at 35, they had more
Why? Why?
because
Because our
because
priorities are different.
no, it's not.
Yes,
Oh
yes, it
man,
is.
miss me with
Because
that,
we're more worried
man.
about
Ah
instead of
man,
financial stability,
nah,
we're more worried
man.
about going on this vacation. We're
I'm not
more
finna let you
worried.
do that. I'm not finna
We
let you do that to
I you
us. I'm not finna let
okay,
you we not you
okay.
you not
Mhm.
finna do that. You're not finna
I'm
say
not
you
gonna do
choosing.
what?
You're not finna say me choosing you choosing a single vacation or
We
one
don't
vacation
choose a single vacation.
or whether you choose 8 vacations. You're not finna tell me,
Our
oh
priorities are different.
my
Our priorities
man.
are different than what our parents' priorities were back in those days.
They
Our
had
priorities are not the
correct,
same.
correct. Because our parents didn't have to worry about if they had to if they had to choose between rent and food because they knew food was a penny and rent was only $4. Our parents didn't have to worry. The
Whose
only
rent
thing
was
they
$4?
our what you think our parents pay anything close to what we pay in rent, even on a dollar to dollar scale.
Hey, y'all, check. I just sent y'all something to kind of squash this whole argument. Just check y'all
Please,
Instagram.
thank
Just
you.
check y'all Instagram real quick. Now it's gonna favor
Mhm.
one of y'all. I ain't gonna say who, but just check y'all
I don't
Instagram real
care who in
quick.
favor because I still
But
think what I think.
Right, for
Period.
sure, man.
yeah, so it's something I had. I meant to talk about it, but yeah, this
You know,
shit.
you just put it.
I just sent it to your Instagram. Check your personal Instagram.
Personal?
Yeah, like your inbox. It's from me, not the group.
Okay.
Right, exactly. $1 down, one a month. Lots for 20 to $100. Turn $1 down, $1 a month.
White people only. Did you read that part?
Exact. My point. My
I think
point.
I think his point is more the price, like
The price, not
a dollar
regardless of
for a lot in New York.
right. A white person today couldn't. A white person, even for a white person, right? They get a lot. You're in New York. You're not doing that. So I'm saying that even everybody we have to work twice as hard. But the reason grandma had a house is because it was $6,000, right? Grandma's today still renting. The reason granddaddy had his truck that he cleaned every time and his Cadillac because those cars was $5,000. That same Cadillac today is $100,000.
But granddaddy was not making okay, whatever.
It don't matter what you make when rent's a
It,
dollar. It doesn't matter.
it does
It doesn't
matter.
matter triple R. It doesn't matter triple R. It does not matter what you make when you can get a land for a penny or $1 a month. You can make a penny. You can make a
Who was getting rent
penny.
for a penny?
You can make it
It was
doesn't matter.
not you.
It doesn't matter what you make when you can
Oh
get a land
man.
for $1. It doesn't
It
matter.
wasn't you that was getting rent for a penny.
It
Trust and
doesn't.
believe
It
that.
doesn't. A penny, $1, $5. If
It
I
wasn't you. It wasn't you that was getting rent for a penny. Like, okay, so I heard
she
the
love,
story
even
the
if it
other.
was $20.
Hold on, wait a minute. I heard the story the other day. Somebody said it to me where this lady had her house on the market and they underbid her $300,000.
Oh,
Underbid her.
correct.
She had her Caucasian friend come in, put all her family pictures, and she was there for the appraisal. And they bid the house $300,000 more than what they bid the owner of the house. So you telling me that we always had it fair?
It's not. I'm not saying it's about
No, no,
fair.
no. I don't care if rent was $1. If you want it that bad, you're gonna grind and you're gonna get it. Don't matter what it is. Period, point blank, and that's it.
You can miss me
Ain't
with that.
nobody gonna give it
You
to
can
you.
miss me with that. You can miss me with
Ain't
that. I
nobody
don't
gonna give
care.
it to
I don't
you.
care. You can
Nobody's
miss
gonna
me
give
with
you
that
a
because you're not.
storefront.
No,
Nobody
hold
gonna
on,
give you
hold
no
on, hold
business.
on,
Nobody
hold on.
gonna
You're
give you
not.
no house.
No, you're not finna tell me that it don't matter how much it costs. If you grind for it, you can get it. Because if that was the case, everybody that put their mind towards something, yes, you will get it eventually. But if you not, no, but sometimes you don't because that shit is just too expensive. You might want a G wagon. You gonna work 60 hours a day just to find out you still can't afford the oil change. So it
But
doesn't.
why is
So
it
that's
that
what I'm
you
saying.
okay? But why is it that you want a G wagon?
It doesn't matter. I can want a basic house.
Okay,
I can want a Honda Civic that's $30,000, right?
okay,
Right? But in 1990s, how much was that Honda Civic?
okay.
$5,999.99. And guess what? We'll give you $1,000 off your deposit if you come today. That's what it was. And that same thing, $30,000. Oh, guess what? Now the interest rate 8%. Guess what? Now
And
the
how hard
payments
did you
here.
have to? How hard did you have to work to get that
Man.
$1,000?
In the
How many
90s,
years
in
you had
the
to get work to get that $1,000?
in the 90s, not hard at all. In the 90s,
Now,
people were
how
making
much were
money.
you making in the 90s?
People were making money in the 90s. People were making money.
Who?
Black folks were making money in the 90s because we school, like we might have had the tough, we might have had to work harder, but people at that time were going to school, people were college educated, people were making money. We ain't in the 60s where they still paying people $1. People were making money in the 90s. There were some people and some black folks that were making that cash. And even if you weren't making a lot of money, you made enough money to get through to have what you wanted. You don't got that luxury right now. You can make $20 an hour and still be considered poor. You can make $30 an hour and still need food stamps. It don't matter that you can work 6 jobs and still not have enough, right? Daycare for an infant right now is $300 a week. Let's say you got 2 kids. You telling me she gonna be able to sell plates, or he gonna be able to sell plates, still work hard, still go have a job, and still save enough money to get that $300,000 house, making what he make? Right.
I'm just
You
gonna.
can you don't it don't matter what you make when your rent $1. It doesn't matter what you make. Miss
I don't know
Troubadour.
who rent was $1, but okay.
$5, $10, $15, 20, 30, 50. It don't even matter if it was $100. Not even going that far back. Like just thinking like, boom, boom, 2010, right? College dorm housing, you pay $600. That same place right now for that same college student just getting in there right now is $1,200. Did college students make an increase? Do they pay college students more? Do they pay? No, it's shit going up, and you ain't making no money. You broke and you need the money, and you can't get what you want if you ain't got that cash. I'm telling you. So money to me, money if money learning about money, how the money works, and having the ability to access capital would fix a lot of our fights. We'll fix a lot of our fights because that's at the end of the day, I feel like it boiled down to it, right? Because thing is, you fighting because you broke, you fighting because you can't do what you want to do, you upset. You if you when you got that cash, a lot of things you stress about don't worry about. You ain't stressing when you know you got your rent paid for the next 6 months if you never work again. You're not stressing about all that type of stuff, right? Not everybody have that luxury. So even if they got big dreams and want to be the next whatever, they want to have the biggest restaurant. They got real shit going on right now. That's stopping that.
But you know what?
Hey,
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone
I'm telling you.
because in the '90s, ain't nobody rent was $1.
But I bet it wasn't no more than 250.
$465.
Oh my. That same rent right now would be what? 3 grand.
Easy.
Of
Easy.
course, because a
Right.
one
So
bedroom is going what for 1,500.
right. So how are you gonna say that, oh yeah, if you want it bad enough, you could just work hard?
That's not even what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to tell you is that if there is a goal that you want to attain, you have to work hard. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. Ain't nobody's gonna offer it to you. You have to work hard to get to that goal.
For
It may
sure.
take you time, but you have to do it. Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. We are not born with no silver spoons in our mouths. Not one of us.
Right. Right.
That's all that I'm saying.
And I agree. You gotta work hard. I wouldn't say you don't have to work hard. I'm just saying
You saying that it's not
it's
obtainable because we're
it's
not making as much.
I'm just saying I'm not
But we
saying
were
it's
never
not
making
I'm
as
not
much.
saying I'm not saying it's not obtainable. I'm just saying it's harder to do.
It
That's
was
all I'm
always
saying.
hard to do. It was never easy.
If I can if I can bench press 135, yes, it's hard to do. But
How
guess
long
who
did it take
but
you to get there?
but guess what's harder to do? Benching 225. Guess what's harder to do? Bench 315. I'm not saying that they had it. I'm not saying that they didn't have it hard. Each generation has their struggles. But the level of struggle to obtain what they have right now is harder for us. We might be smarter, we might make more money, but we have less. Why is that? Because it's more expensive, not because you go on 3 vacations a year.
What I'm saying that it was always expensive for us to do.
No.
Period.
Okay. Okay.
The playing field was never leveled.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
That's
Yes,
all I'm
ma'am.
saying. It was always
Yes.
harder for us to get to where we had to go. We
Yes.
always had to, like you said previously when we were talking about the psychologists, we had to work twice as hard as the next man. Always. It was always like that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, like I said, yes,
Whatever.
ma'am. I feel like right now when I'm thinking, like, I think we arguing two different things. Because you
Y'all
arguing, I
are.
think you are. I feel like you arguing that is always been hard. I'm not saying that nobody always had it easy. No, no, it's never gonna be easy for us as black folks. I'm not saying that, right? I'm just saying that it's harder to get what they have now because it's more expensive. I'm not saying you can't work hard. I'm not saying you can't
So let
have
me
that
ask you
drive.
this. How about if they had that same mentality that you have?
What mentality?
That oh, it's harder. It's gonna be it's harder than the generation before me to get what the generation before me had. If they had that mentality, would we ever have anything?
It's not. It's not. I don't
I'm
think.
just
I don't think it's
asking
a
a
man.
question.
No, I mean, I don't think it's the. I don't think it's a men. I don't think it's a mentality when it's the truth. It's not. I'm not saying that. It's not the mentality that I can't work hard. It's the fact that the
I,
same thing is fixing.
that's not what I asked you. How about if they had the same perspective that you have now? That I'm not obtaining this because it's too expensive. I'm
It's
not getting this because
it
of XYZ. That's what I'm
I'm
asking.
I'm not, but I don't think that's like I don't think that's fair to ask because it's they don't have that.
They don't
They
have
don't
what?
they didn't have a reason to they didn't have a reason to say that.
Why didn't
I'm,
they have a
I'm,
reason? What's your reasoning to say that?
this one I'm saying that if you want something, you're gonna get it. That's it. We have the same mentality that you got to work for whatever you want. We both agreed on that. I'm not saying that you can't work for what you want, regardless of how expensive it is. You can get it if you work harder. I'm just saying that because it's more expensive, it's harder to do. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying it's harder to do. And it's shown. It's shown it's harder to do because we make more money and we still have less. That's all I'm saying. It's Even we work. We black folks are some of the hardest working people. Period.
And I don't
Some of the
dispute the
some
fact.
of some of the some of the most educated. Shout out to black women because they probably the most educated people. Period.
I
Right,
don't disagree with you.
but they still have
Are underpaid and
less.
overworked.
It's not about being underpaid. Because like you said, being underpaid is never a thing because everybody's always underpaid. But it doesn't matter if you underpaid when you still can afford where you want to be. Right? Now you're underpaid, educated, and can't afford to be where you want to be. That's what I'm saying. You educated, you working hard, you got the drive, you just don't make no money. You just ain't got the bread. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is, because it's everything is expensive. You can have all the drive you want. You can take as long as you want. You can work 6 jobs. Either you're gonna get burnt out, right, from doing all of that. I mean, you might be able to muscle through it. Some people will muscle through it, but I'm saying that you're gonna have to where your parents work 3 jobs. Now you got to work 6. That's all I'm saying. The effort, the drive, the willpower is still the same. I'm just saying that now you really got to work twice as hard, if not 4 times as hard, because everything is now more expensive. That's it. I'm not taking away the drive or the hardship that each generation has, but it's just you pay more. Cost to live is a lot more expensive. Hell, cost to die is more expensive. You
I,
know, so
I'm gonna leave it
yeah.
alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Gas station, gas station love. All right. Hey man, jump in or something. Like I
I'm gonna
know
leave
it's
it
been
alone.
What was
no.
that?
Oh, that's just a big extra plug. He did a remix to a song called "Gas Station Loves." Shout out to the artist.
Oh,
I don't know the artist's name. I should, but I just know my boy on the remix.
got you. Oh man,
Mhm.
I do want to give a shout out to hold on this lovely young lady. I just had it. Um, Dr.
This
Gladys
is-
West. She just passed a couple of days ago, but she's the one that made GPS possible. So I just want to give her a shout out.
Come
All right,
on,
shout
She,
out to my direction person.
come
yeah,
on.
she
I'll be lost without her.
right. So that's
Hey,
Still
another
pulling
black.
out Big Map.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
she passed away, I believe, on the 18th of this month. Lived to a nice young age of 95. So
Yeah, well,
you know.
well,
But yeah,
some people die. They just not just died this one too, right?
yeah.
Make sure. Okay, I ain't want to just be throwing people out there. I thought I seen that, so
Oh,
He
RIP,
did.
RIP to him. You know.
speaking to Jesse, it's kind of
Oh
funny
Lord.
how
Oh Lord.
it's
Don't
kind
go
of
where I think you're gonna go.
no. I'm not gonna go there. It's funny how they let Mr. No
Mm,
Neck get his
that's
burial in
exactly
the
what I was
Capitol,
gonna
but they denied Jesse, and that when Trump was his homeboy. So I'm like, it just
Yep,
proves
he can't
that,
get be put in the Capitol
yeah.
Hill
So it's
because
like,
he's a
dang.
militarized.
But you let no neck go in there. He ain't got no neck meat, but he up in people thing like, come on, bro. Cuz ain't got no neck meat. All his neck meat gone. But
Oh, not the
okay.
neck me.
Why they
Anyway,
ain't,
man.
did what was the reason outside of him being black? Like,
The,
what is the reason? What was they?
the
What did
guy
they
the
call?
guy the guy said
He
no.
denied it.
He didn't have no reason.
No,
He
he
just said
didn't.
no.
He
He
just
said
said
no
no.
because he's the one that's in charge.
Bitches. See what I'm
Literally.
saying, bro? That's
Literally.
man.
He literally looks like the guy that from Idaho was Iowa that said he just gonna go back to Columbus. They look like brothers. They literally like the same people.
Bro. Equality, not inclusion, bro. I swear, bro. That's
And, and
Lord.
y'all
What's
y'all
up,
black folk be pandering to these people.
man?
Y'all gonna learn one day.
Jesus, crazy for all that man, for everything that man did for this country. You
Oh,
don't give him the
Florida
right.
about to have a road being named after Donald Trump and that other guy. No neck
No,
meat. Is that what you
no neck
call it?
meat. Yeah,
Yeah.
no neck meat. Yeah.
It just voted.
It's
Lord.
okay. That sign won't stay up long. Trust and believe.
Oh,
Every
for
time,
sure.
every time they put it up, they're gonna take it down. Trust and
Somebody,
believe.
somebody gonna tag it.
And it's gonna be down south.
Mhm.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
South Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, come on now. That bit gonna be taken down every day.
Lee County. No, but it's in Lee County though.
What that mean?
I don't know
I'm
about
just
them
saying.
county.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna be taken down every day.
It
I
says it's
don't
gonna be in
know.
Lee County. What that mean? I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I'll just say that because Lee County is very, yeah, they be doing a lot.
Mm.
Where is Lee County? What's this? What's in Lee County?
Yeah, they be doing a lot.
What's in Lee County?
Yeah, they be doing a lot. But okay, they about to have them roadways out now.
Gas station.
Lee County, Florida. Oh, that's Fort Myers. Oh, that.
That's why I said that. They ain't gonna.
Yeah, it might stay up in
It's
Fort
gonna stay
Myers.
up. A
Yeah,
lot of people down there are northerners, like
yeah.
explants.
Anybody hood from Fort Myers moved to Tampa, so yeah.
Say
Okay.
move to Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
He said
okay,
Tampa.
well. All right, well, listen. As we close out this Black History Month, Miss Triple, you got any closing words for us this
Why you starting with
evening?
me?
You ask this question every time, and I'm tired of explaining myself. You know,
Every single time.
Why you starting with me?
Right.
I gotta ask the question. Why you starting with me?
Because I
Why you
introduced you
can't start with
first.
somebody else?
Because I remember a podcast some many eons ago. You was like, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
why I ain't first?"
Well, he ain't get first.
Who talking like that?
Why you
Yeah.
had to introduce him first? Why you had to?
Right. Well, I ain't go for. I'm the lady here.
I'm
Okay,
like,
well,
Hold on, and
that's
he still
exactly
get the
what.
big introduction. I don't.
what
Oh
you
man,
talking about? I just gave you.
you go
Oh
first.
my goodness.
Ma'am, you go first.
I just gave you this whole elaborate Queen Sheba Haitian
Not
sensation, the
Queen.
Queen of
Right.
Navarre.
Like,
Doom, doom. I
see,
ain't gave
Not
you
see,
enough.
Queen Sheba.
ain't
I
never
ain't never
satisfied.
satisfied.
Ain't
Thank
never
you.
satisfied.
Never.
Can't have the
Do
red
more.
carpet.
Do
You
more.
gonna be
Do
like,
more. Do more. Do more. Do more.
it should have
Do
been 8
more.
feet. You only got
Do
6
more.
feet.
It need to be
You
12
know,
feet, not 8.
right,
Come from down the
right.
driveway all the way to the door.
I'm telling you, why you didn't encrusted in diamonds? What you think? You don't think I want to walk in diamonds?
I didn't say all
Like,
that now. I'll settle for some
Jesus.
gold.
I'm screaming.
Ah,
Yes,
Jesus, Lord.
never enough.
Never ever.
It's never gonna be enough. Not when I got y'all two going. Not when I got Be the Bear going down my throat.
Pause.
Jesus. Wait, what I said? What I said?
I'm clipping that.
I'm only better to take it there.
I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that.
Keep
I'm clipping that.
coming for me the whole podcast.
That will be on the Instagrams tomorrow. What are you talking
Just
about?
a knife to the throat. What What did I say that was so wrong?
You said
well, you gonna figure it out when he pause it. When he clip it, you gonna figure exactly how. The moment he clip it, you gonna be like, nah, nigga. Yeah. You
better not do it.
Hey.
I don't know what I said, but
bro, what's crazy is all our clips be from what stuff you be saying. Like,
yeah,
that's
it. Well, I'm gonna stop saying stuff.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be mute next podcast.
Oh,
I ain't gonna have nothing to say.
And you always do it on the live. That'd be the crazy part. I'd be like,
hard.
It's
He
okay.
came for me the whole podcast.
I ain't said 2 words.
2 words.
See, the whole time. I'm just saying that.
My eyelid twitching.
I'm saying, yeah, because you want to blame us for not knowing. You know what? Let's okay. Never mind. You talk about take accountability. Man, we can't take accountability for nothing we don't know about. But never mind. Go back.
Your responsibility to find
Get
out.
up out of here. Get up out of here. Wait,
see how you come
get up out of here. Get up out of here.
whole
Like, geez, boy. Oh man, never satisfied. Gonna blame the niggas for not knowing the nigga stuff, and
Why don't
and
you know?
and it's like and you just got to work harder, even though the price of the house 18,000 more times high. You know, you just ain't working hard enough. You
Then
sound
that
like
means you need a rent, baby. That means stay in your rental.
I mean,
Miss
rent
Triple
high
R.
too.
Look, yeah. See,
Stay
point
on your
taken.
rental.
Lord, Miss Triple R gonna say, hey, you know what? It don't matter. You should have it. Just get it together.
No, that's not what I'm
Just get it
saying.
together.
If you're not gonna work hard for it, then stay where you at. Be satisfied where you at. That's what I'm saying.
Get out of here. Say your piece, ma'am. Say your piece.
God,
Say your
Jesus.
piece. Say your piece so we can get going.
Ugh. I'm
God, say your
trying.
piece
You
so we
won't
can
let
get
me.
going. God, dog. Horrible.
Oh Lord.
Horrible.
God, I don't celebrate y'all in the
Horrible.
beginning. Now you over here.
Oh, jeez. On Black History Month, you talk about niggas don't work hard enough. Get up out of here.
I didn't say
Get
y'all
up
didn't
out
work
of
hard
here.
enough.
That's what she
not what I
said. That's what she
I
said.
said we always had to work hard enough. We always had to work harder than the next man.
Say your piece. Say your piece.
No, don't be coming for me.
Say your piece.
You just down my throat the whole time.
Say your
Pause.
piece. Again.
Let's wrap this up.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Deeper this time. Right. Go
Pause.
ahead. Go ahead. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Hey,
What
shout
are
out.
we talking about?
Shout out. Look, we finna get up out of here. Thank y'all for coming. I know these people gonna have some more words to say after I say what I gotta say. But hey, remember what y'all not changing, y'all choosing, and we just gonna have to figure this thing out. All right, we gonna figure it out.
What's going on?
Jeez, boy.
Hey, Liz, I don't know if she love it. I'm gonna do her, but I'm gonna go ahead and go because I don't know what she got going on over yonder.
I don't have nothing going on.
Well, you know,
What is it?
we just waiting on you to give your closing words.
Okay, let me go so I can get out of here because y'all doing too much.
Oh, man.
We doing too much.
Y'all doing too much. Be the bear doing too much tonight. I don't know what you got going on.
Man.
It is important for us as Black people. Don't matter what the ethnicity, don't matter where you come from. It is your responsibility to know about your history and your culture. If you don't know, find out. Find out something that you don't know about your community and your culture. And it could start in your neighborhood. It doesn't have to be something national. It could be something right in your area. It is your responsibility to learn about yourself. Be the bear just been coming for me all night. But we still got love for you guys. I still celebrate you guys on Black, especially on Black History. I do feel like the men in our communities are not celebrated as much as they need to, especially the fathers that we have in our communities. The men that show up, stand up, and are bold. They're not celebrated enough, and we overlook them a lot. No, not you tapping your shoulder.
Hey.
I want to see Mr. No Heart cheesing, but he ain't got no camera right now.
Sometimes you got to just smell the flowers as they giving them to you. You know?
Yeah, just smell them. But I do celebrate you guys. So the only thing I'm going to say at the end of the day is make your experiences. Don't let your experiences make you. Learn what you need to learn, draw from it, but don't repeat it.
Amen. Hey, listen, first and foremost, thank you guys, Miss B the Bear, Miss Triple R, for coming out. I really appreciate y'all coming out as always. Thank you so much. To the audience that showed up, I appreciate everybody that came through. Happy Black History Month. I hope y'all enjoyed the 25 plus 3 more days we got left. Please learn something new in these next 3 days if you haven't already. Tomorrow's not promised. Use that PTO, send that text, say I love you. Do not call. Do not call.
Oh, call Mr. No Heart every time.
There you go. Anyway, we're not for to entertain that today because y'all know that if you call me, I'm going to block you. So listen,
I'm going to call you.
Send that text, tell them you love them. Use that PTO. Use that FMLA.
You say blocked. You say you call him, you get blocked.
I'm going to call you.
You ain't even gonna be able to tell him no more. You gonna They
Oh
gonna
my
be
goodness.
describing
and
you
express
describing you
my
have tried to
love to you
call.
as a black man on Black History Month, and see if you're gonna pick up my calls
Oh
and see
my,
if you're gonna
listen,
pick up my calls.
you know what? I'm wired for the next 3 days, okay?
Oh,
Um, listen, hey man, listen, nah, real talk, love on somebody, man. Don't let these continue what you're learning into the rest of the year, man. Um, pod, we trying to be consistent. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man.
that part.
Different Perspectives TV, all one word. Hit us up on the Instagrams at Different
Mm-hmm.
Perspectives underscore period podcast. Shoot us a follow, shoot us a message. However you want to do it. Like some pictures. That's what Instagram is for.
Please.
Uh
Oh,
oh
by
Lord,
the
here we
way,
go. Here we go. Here we go. Can we talk about this tomorrow?
no.
Tomorrow. Can we do it tomorrow? Please.
Mm-mm.
I'm almost done.
Mm-mm.
I'm like I was okay, go ahead. Lord have
Where's my
mercy.
picture?
Man, listen, life be lifing. Talk to Brandon about that picture. Listen,
He don't know not one thing about it. Look at
I'm a
his face.
live life and don't let life live you, man. We will be back next week. I got
Are we?
some episodes that probably ain't gonna be live. Hold on, next week probably ain't gonna be live, but we'll be back.
Are
Cause
we?
I got.
Hey, and be
Am I
on the
missing
lookout.
something?
I know we ain't did it in a while, but I'm coming back to tap ass in the verses. So don't think we
Oh
forgot.
Lord.
Don't think we
I'm
forgot.
about to lose
We just ain't.
again.
We just hey,
Oh
here you go.
Lord.
Here you go. I'm just saying. I'm
Oh
coming.
It's
I'm coming.
man.
okay. Well, it's
I
2026,
I
so
know. I
you
mean, I know
got it.
y'all
You
ain't. I know
got it.
y'all ain't. I know y'all ain't jammed in a little while, but just know I'm coming back to do some ass
It's
tapping.
2026, so
You
you just
know.
got to pick the favorable artist, the one that the people gonna rock
Hey,
with.
hey, don't come in with that negative energy. Don't come in
Not
here with that
not what
negative energy.
you
Don't come
want to
over
rock
here.
with. Pick the other
Don't
one.
come over here with that negative
Don't pick the
Oh,
one you
man.
like.
energy.
Pick the other one.
I mean,
No,
since you done called it out,
you know. We'll figure it out. Just be
um,
prepared. Be prepared.
say, bro, you
Just be
done
prepared.
called it out. I
Be
was.
prepared. Be prepared. Be on the lookout when it come. Come, just be ready to dance, be ready to smile, have a good time. Where you
Just
be
pick
the
the other artist. That's all I'm gonna tell you. My advice to you.
where you be the bear shirt.
Oh, you giving out Be the Bear shirts?
God got merged.
You know, where you be the bear shirt when it come down.
God got merged. Hey, my
He
boy
sure
said
do.
he got merged.
Oh, you're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
giving out. I guess he's gonna be giving out free
Uh-huh.
T-shirts
I'm telling them,
on the.
hey, you get the shirt, you get the
He
shirt,
gonna
you get
get
the
free
shirt, you get the
T-shirts.
shirt, you get the
So what do
shirt,
they have to do to get a shirt?
They
you
gotta
know.
flash them titties. That's what I'm talking about.
Woo! Hey, I ain't say that, but you
If
know.
they gonna do it, you know.
Hold on, I'll cover one eye, you know.
What they want? I want my Be the Bear shirt. I thought it was Jerry Beads.
Mm.
Jerry Beats.
Since
Get
Jerry's
you a
out,
good,
you over here
you know.
giving out T-shirts for the flash.
Oh
Okay.
man.
So how do the people get these shirts that you about
They
to
just
give
gotta
out?
they just gotta wait and see. I ain't thought about that yet. It's gonna come.
Oh,
It's gonna
okay.
come. I ain't got that far yet. I
Oh,
ain't got that far yet,
you
you
just
know.
saying stuff right now.
You know,
He putting it in the
it's like when you
atmosphere.
drop the trailer, but the trailer only a minute and you know the movie like an hour and something, you just gotta wait, you know.
I'm gonna hold you accountable
You
for
know,
those Be the Bear shirts to our
that's
listeners.
fine.
Y'all hear that?
Hey, when you can get a Be the
Whenever
Bear
the
shirt.
person say they coming out, those of
Mm-hmm.
you who are claiming y'all Be the Bear shirts,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold him accountable.
I'm telling you, be the Bear. Go ahead, come get you one. Come get you two. Come get you 5 or 8.
Okay.
You know.
Make sure you pick the other artist, not the one you like, the other one.
Here you go.
Just saying.
Go. Man,
I'm just saying.
the winner's over here. But yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, because you're gonna pick the other artist, not the one you like.
Hey, hey, hey.
Just saying. Right, Mr. No Heart?
Hey, listen, man. Until next time, y'all.
Until next time. Gee.
Peace.
Peace, guys.